Lord of the Mysteries drama. Not really. Quick clip from Gigguk about Lord of the Mysteries fans are really gassing up the show to Gigguk. And you know what? Yes. They are so determined to create this illusion that Lord of the Mysteries was the best piece of fiction to ever air in 2025. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's quite that. Let's hear Gigguk's take about it.
Your top 5 anime so far this year? We'll see about that.
Will he mention Ban?
I'm not going to say what my top 5 this year are because some anime that I think could be in my top 5, I haven't finished yet, but I'm pretty...
Solo Leveling, Season 2. All 5 slots, baby. Unironically, though, I think Solo Leveling Season 2 could be in my top 5 because of how hype it was. Genuinely, the ant rate, listen, hype Unga Bunga, Hiruki Sano popping off. Hell yeah, bro. The aura farming, I loved it. Aside from that, Takopi, Original Sin, it's gotta make it in there, right? It's gotta make it in there, right? For some reason, I'm thinking about fucking Sakamoto Days Part 2 right now. That shit with Slur was crazy, but maybe I'm crazy for putting that up there. You know what? Hold up. Before we do this, let's actually think about this. Unfortunately, I didn't watch Orb, right? This is already updated into like this. So even just like Summer alone, right? I don't think Dandadan makes it in. I don't. Fragrant Flower may have a case for its own genre of best romance. Absolutely. Call the Night was fucking crazy. Call the Night was actually really fucking crazy, man. They definitely stand out to me a lot. Never mentioned New Saga to me. I'm sure some people are gonna meme in and say Nukitachi the animation. I would honestly put up Lord of the Mysteries up there. Like, I'm not saying these are my top 5, but I'm saying these are like contestants. I'm saying like these might actually like make it in if we did some sort of like actual like if I wanted to like put a bunch of shows onto a big list and then determine what's top 5. I think Lord of the Mysteries would easily make it in too. Unfortunately, do I go to archive? Yeah. Let's look at this, right? So if we look at like straight up, Solo Leveling this is 2024. Sorry, this is 2024. We gotta look. Where's 2025? Oh, this is fucked up. They don't even allow us to give, you know, animes like that. This is actually fucked up. Maybe I would have to actually hold up. Now I'm really like actually I want to know this. Hold up. What if I do this? Kaka TV Winter 2025 tier list. What if I do this? Nice. And then there's gonna winter and there's gonna be also spring, right? Where's spring? Yeah. Hell yeah. Nice. Yeah, we'll check out. I just need a reminder of like what shows were even fucking on there, right? So like if I look at this shit and look at the final list, oh bro, Uma Musume was crazy. Uma Musume Cinderella Girl is really good. Apothecary Diaries happened too. True, this is spring right now we're looking at. Spring definitely was season 4 To Be Hero X to pop off, right? I think To Be Hero X absolutely was popping the fuck off. Yama Healer, there's some fun shows there too, but you know, Ninkoro, one anime from Shab, Ninkoro was elite, straight up, it was, but I just don't think it had the mainstream appeal. Spring 2025, I think, was definitely defined by Takopi, Cinderella Grey. Why is Lord? Wait, what? Wasn't Lord? Why is it spring? Why is Lord of the Mysteries up here right now? What about the winter ones? Winter ones? Oh, I remember Zenshu, bro. Remember this shit? ReZero happened too for a bit. 100 Girlfriend was there too, for sure. Solo Leveling, I think, really does take the cake. Medalist was an elite anime though. Genuinely, a lot of people will never give Medalist the credit it deserves, but I think that Medalist was an elite anime that just was too not relatable to the masses and didn't really pop off. But Solo Leveling, unironically, of winter, it popped off. It was fucking hype. For spring stuff, Uma Musume was genuinely one of my favorite shows too. Takopi, Lord of the Mysteries, you know, fucking what's it called? This as well. Why is Lord of the Mysteries up here though? I thought this is supposed to be like spring right now. Summer was Lord of Mysteries, right? Am I crazy? Was summer not Lord of Mysteries? Am I forgetting something? Let's look at this. Summer 2025. Why is Lord of Mysteries on fucking summer? Why is my fucking spring anime 2025 I think these are some. I think these are earlier shows. Oh, okay. No. I remember Lord of Mysteries and Takopi aired early. That's why like I put this in just for fun. That's for fun. That's right. And these were like the actual elite ones that I put up. Right. So ReZero, Solo Leveling definitely did stand out to me the most. 100 Girlfriend was fun. Apothecary Diary season 2 I think was a little bit lackluster compared to season 1. A Rank Party Core 1 I think was elite. The Medalist, underrated anime for sure. And during summer, Takopi absolutely, right? Takopi, Lord of Mysteries, I think those are really, really elite. And To Be Hero X also made it to the end. Yeah, there was some solid ass anime, man. I haven't watched Orb, so stop fucking spamming Orb. That's irrelevant.
Sure of some shows that are going to be in my top 5. Nukitashi #1. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
So Lord of Mysteries, basically. Did Lord of Mysteries pop off that hard?
Internationally, I don't know. The IMDb ratings that Ellen Historian glazes, maybe. Domestically, I think Lord of Mysteries popped the fuck off. If anything, I think most people were just talking about how much of a skill issue it was and how fast it was and that people couldn't understand it.
No, that's another thing I'm going to watch as well. And I'm seeing if it does pop off that hard after I've seen 4 episodes. Which one's the one with the clown fights?
I think people knew more about like... I don't know if To Be Hero X was more popular than Lord of Mysteries internationally. I don't know. But I did see a lot of people talk about To Be Hero X all throughout those 2 seasons. While Lord of Mysteries, maybe not so much.
It did kinda. I will say that Lord of Mysteries fans so far have been
cult members.
Very, very vocal about it. They have some dedicated fans.
Yeah.
Lord of Mysteries fans.
They do.
What I will say is that I haven't really heard any...
Link Click better low key. Link Click season 3 is coming up. I will do a marathon on season 1 and 2. Don't worry.
Anyone talking about it outside of just the diehard Lord of Mystery fans, at least in my own circle. It's on the To Be Hero X level. I really...
Damn, that's crazy. No disrespect to Be Hero X, but like to say that Lord of Mysteries is on To Be Hero X level rather than the other way around, you can kind of see the perception, of some people and the way that they view these shows.
Enjoy To Be Hero X. So if Lord of Mysteries is kind of on that level, then I'm sure I will enjoy it. Lord of Mysteries fan in 2025. I like Ava fans in the 2010s. Hey, I'm an Ava fan in the 2010s. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, my guy? What are you trying to get at? What are you trying to get at? Huh? Getting called out, bro? Yeah, Ava, fucking great, fucking goated. What's there to say about it? You mean fans repping a goated series? How about Ava fans are in the 2020s? Yeah,
do they exist?
I'm still an Ava fan in the 2020s. Ava is never not going to be relevant. The pace of Lord of Mysteries isn't to my beat, but the quality is high. The story at the start kind of feels rushed.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's opinions. And again, we know why that is. It's the, event-based structure that Tencent forced down to BC-made studios and the way that the first couple episodes were done. And the Chinese, audio, obviously they speak really fast and that's what happens. But the quality, man, their 3D tech and the way that they highlight the background assets, it's amazing. Even like, it's not even the same studio, but Who Made Me a Princess airing right now. That too. It's a Donghua, it's a Chinese studio. The 3D is way more popular than 2D, by the way, in China in terms of like animation for some reason. I don't know. Apparently that's the case. So they know how to do better.
Yeah, the biggest thing that draws me to Lord of Mysteries is how in-depth the power system and the world building seems to be. That is something that really draws me into the world of Lord of Mysteries because I fucking love falling into rabbit holes and just having something super in-depth like that. Will they get the chance to explore that in season 1 and will it hook me from what all of season 1 presents?
Yeah, I think by the end, when you get to the whole like fucking Zan's Inkwell stuff or In's Zankwell stuff, like holy shit. That was mind-blowing. The coincidence episode, like if you're locked into the story, then yes, I think it will be a huge payoff. And it's also crazy that the first volume is supposed to be just tutorial setup stuff and the real stuff is not even paying off just yet.
Unsure yet. But yeah, I'm about like 3 or 4 episodes into Lord of Mysteries. The power system is as goated as Nen system from Hunter x Hunter. That is...
People be talking about that, right? They get comparing Hunter x Hunter power mechanics to this. I'm pretty sure we watched a video specifically about that. I labeled the title that Lord of Mysteries power scaling better in Hunter x Hunter. That's what we lead it off back in summer.
High fucking praise. If you want to sink your teeth into it, it's definitely for you. Yeah, the one thing is though, I want to sink my teeth into it without having to read the novels.
You can do that
because I'm an anime fan. I like my animation. So will it be something I can sink my teeth into while watching the anime? That is going to be the real determiner.
Yeah, I don't think you need supplementary. And again, this is all misinformation in the way that people say you need the volume. You need to do homework outside. No, you can watch this show and understand what it is. In fact, the show will like spoon feed you that shit pretty much.
I think of whether I enjoy Lord of Mysteries or not. I have skill issue understanding Lord of Mysteries story.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and act all, wow, I'm way better than you, I can understand this show, but if you are a passive watcher and you're not actively pausing like me, try to understand and getting feedback from, audience. And that's the thing too, as I think one of the benefits of being a reaction channel is that obviously pausing to dissect what's going on and giving my take, but also the chat, right? The chat will be stupid and spoil a lot of times, but also a lot of other times they guide me in a way that is helpful to digest this show, and it's helpful. So as a passive watcher who's just kind of watching this shit, maybe scrolling on their phone, it's gonna go over you.
Don't worry, man. I get that skill issue all the time. Just watch it in English dub. It's easier to understand. Yeah. Your top 5 anime.
What's my top 5 of this season? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think that Takopi definitely is such an impactful show to me. It was just the substance, the themes that it covers, and the execution of themes through animation was a quality that I have just like, wow, blew my mind, man. I think that obviously To Be Hero X, Lord of Mysteries, Call the Night, like even like these shows are all here. They're really fucking top brass. Summer was cooking, bro. The winter stuff, I do think that ReZero and Solo Leveling was the most dear to my heart for sure. And some of the other shows down here, they're also very elite. Spring was definitely the weakest season. I wonder if spring was weaker than fall, actually. I think some people may argue that fall is weaker than spring, but I think that it's pretty clear that winter and summer are the big seasons, and spring and fall this year was kind of low key. So Uma Musume Senior were like, great. To Be Hero X, just fucking fantastic. And the way that Apothecary Diary Season 2 Core 2 finished was strong. I loved it. And obviously right now, this current, season right now in fall, what do I think is the best? One Punch Man. In terms of content to farm, yes. But in terms of like actual like best anime of the season, I feel like the production value wise, it could be Sanda, but Sanda got dropped straight up. My status as an assassin obviously exceeds the heroes is an elite anime in terms of production value, but the plot is low-key stupid. What show is really dear to my heart right now? Honestly, I don't know. Tojima Kamen Rider is really fun this season. But the more I think about fall and the shows that we're covering, Gachakuda has been peaking. Gachakuda right now, I think that the Core 2 stuff is absolutely popping the fuck off right now. But yeah, I think Who Made Me a Princess straight up is up there. This new anime that we just watched, Disney Twisted Wonderland, I see potential. I see the potential in this. I think it's going to be really good. Still obviously enjoying One Punch Man for what it is, but yeah, compared to the other seasons, definitely the more I think about it, I think there is plenty of great animes, but again, it's lacking like a front runner. And I talked about that in spring, but spring, did have Uma Musume and To Be Hero X. This season, it should have been One Punch Man. Now, I'm sure people will say My Hero Academia will be the front runner, right? It's just, to me, I'm not watching that right now, so I can't really say. But yeah, I think My Hero Academia is probably carrying the season for a lot of seasons of content watchers. Anyways, that's pretty much it for me. Please go check out Gigguk. Here's a link to his video. Bang, 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 bang. Go give it a like. Check out the Sleepy Clips channel that, gives us a lot of these Gigguk clips. See you next time.